that's one thing, is don't be scared to start over. Like, you have a plan, it doesn't work, you make a new one. I'm gonna just hold it. Hey, what's up, guys? Hi, my name is Gianni. If you don't know me, I go by G. Doesn't really matter to me, but I'm here to give you guys a life update. So, I'm in my new apartment. I officially moved out of New York, like, for good. And I think I've been here for about 3 weeks, I think. I'm not sure. But I definitely moved in March 31st, and it is the 18th of April. Maybe that's 2 weeks, whatever. But anyways, I just wanted to make a YouTube video about how I got here, what led me to this, how did I get this new job, how did I get an apartment, a car, everything at 19 years old. Yeah, I'm only 19. Yeah, let's just get started. I have like talking points of things that I want to get at because I lose track of what I'm talking about very easily. I just wanted to say that I live really, really close to the airport because of my job, obviously. So if there is airplanes in the background, that's why. So first, what happened first? Okay, so I graduated high school when I was 17 years old of June of 2021. And then I went to college 6 hours away from home. So it was kind of like a move out, but like not really. My plan at the time was definitely to be a permanent move out, but things just didn't unfold in that way. Yeah, I went to college for a year away from home, and then it was crazy. Like, my college experience was definitely a fun time, but it was a lot of I guess like trials and tribulations. Like, I learned a lot in college, for real, and I don't really feel like it was a waste of my time, but you know, it's in my past now. So I moved home because, one, the college was really expensive, the one I was going to. Even though I had HOP and like financially and all that, I definitely wasn't doing my best academically because of everything that I had going on around me. So it was just a smart decision to move home and attend another school that was either a CUNY or SUNY. If you don't know what a CUNY is, it's just a city university of New York. So any school that's within the 5 boroughs. And then SUNY, any state school. Be quiet. I ended up not knowing what I was gonna do right away, obviously, and I was just having a good time, having my summer. And at the time, I knew that for a fact, was I wanted to stay home for school because I like going places. So I ended up applying for online school. Got into a school in Rochester, New York. I never like went in person or anything, but that's where it was. I did that. I got in. I wasn't paying anything. My financial aid covered everything, and it was really, really good. Like, once I started, I was really on top of my stuff. Like, it was very asynchronous, all my classes, so I was just on top of my stuff. I didn't have any other things like distracting me when I first started, so it was easy. It was easy to manage. I had really good grades. Before like I started my second year of college, I definitely was working. I worked as soon as I got back home, and I was working at a warehouse. That job was terrible. Like, I was working overnight, and everybody in the warehouse was just bare man. Like, it was just men. Not saying like the men made me uncomfortable or anything, but there was just one time that a guy told me he was gonna slap the hell out of me because I don't even remember why, but after that I was like, yeah, nah, I gotta get up out of here. I ended up taking a break from working. I was like, you know what, I need to get myself together. I need to figure out what I want to do. everybody that I was like talking to at the time, I like just deaded it. I was like, I need to focus on myself for real. Not focus on myself for me to like do whatever I want, but genuinely focus on myself. For years, I think since like the year right before COVID, I was a sophomore, junior in high school. I was really, really depressed just because like I prioritized my relationship that I was in. Just it took up so much of my personality, like it just consumed me entirely. Plus like me coming out, everything like at that time was just so rough. When I got to college, I kind of just like not went crazy, but it was like very different. And so after everything that I went to college, getting not kicked out, but I got suspended from all campus housing, like all that stuff. I needed therapy, like that's just what it was. I did that, and I was like, my goal from August to the end of the year, I said I want to learn consistency. I want to learn how to manage my money. At that time, I was in so much debt. Like, if there's any advice I could give to anybody watching is don't spend all your money on somebody else. Like, just prioritizing them, making them happy. Like, it's good to be giving and to want to make somebody happy or whatever. Like, you living in the moment, you do what you got to do. But there is a time and place. And me being 19, college, working, I was working a lot and thriving at like everything that I was doing. People who aren't used to that, they get attached. Me being the type of person that I deal with my own trauma by trying to help other people with theirs, like that makes me feel better. It's very, very easy for me to get taken advantage of. No shade, but that's just what it is. So yeah, in August, I was in so much debt because of stupid decisions that I was making. And I was like, I just need to be better entirely. Like, I'm too aggressive. I was extremely, extremely aggressive at one point, like that whole year. And it was just, I don't really understand why. I needed to be around people who are loving, caring, soft. And if that meant me being by myself, me being alone, then that's what I was willing to do. And therapy definitely helped. I finished off the year, no debt. I definitely worked for about 2 months as a technician. I really loved that job. Like, it was really nice, but they really screwed me over. And I was able to pay off all the debt that I had, like literally build my credit back to where it was. After I lost a job, I had to scratch all my plans again, start over. That's one thing, is don't be scared to start over. Like, you have a plan, it doesn't work, you make a new one. And you make a plan B. That's just what it is. When I went to college, when I was applying for college, I literally went to the college I was going to because I had my entire life planned out. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to school for biochemistry. I wanted to go to school for science. I love science. It's just what I'm really good at. Then, like I said, I was in a relationship, so I went, obviously that didn't work out. I ended up switching my major, stuff like that. Trying to really find myself, basically. That's what I said, like, don't ever be scared to start over because this is the time for you to really find yourself. But anyways, see, getting distracted again. Okay, so at the end of the year, now we're, let's say, December. Still doing school from home, jobless, living with my mom. I remember her just telling me, like, she would give me suggestions of things of, like, what she would think I'd be interested in or whatever. And then my mom's boyfriend, I'm gonna stop calling him that, his name is Angel. So, Angel has a sister that is a flight attendant. They would always tell me, like, you should apply, like, you'd be great, like, you're pretty and this and that. And it's just like, my only answer is I'm not old enough. Like, obviously, because I was looking to apply for what I know now is called a legacy carrier. You have to be 21 years old. I'm only 19, like I said. Started seeing YouTube videos, like just more TikToks that are popping up on my phone about it. So I was like, you know what, let me do the research. We're in January. So January, I was doing my research. I was like, you know what, I found some airlines. Let me see what it's about. Let me see what the requirements are. What I did, I fixed up my resume. Step 1, get a really good resume. I write my resumes myself. And what I mean by like write my resumes is like sometimes I take out certain jobs that aren't related to what I want to apply for. It depends on stuff like that. Like if I'm trying to do a warehouse job, I'll put like my FedEx and like Fresh Direct, like jobs like that have to do with that. If I'm doing a customer service job, like I've worked at hotels, I've had so many jobs in the last 2 years or a year. I've probably gone through like 20 jobs. I shouldn't say that, but it's the truth. You fix your resume based off what the employer needs to see. You also don't want to like change your personality or anything, but faking it till you making it get to where you want to be. I'm not saying that I was faking it, but that's just a tip for whoever is trying to look for a job or career. Okay, so January, yeah, I found some airlines. I think for 19, there was Mesa, Breeze. I forgot the other ones, honestly. This is in January, we're in April now. So much has happened. You just gotta research everything. YouTube, like Google, TikTok helps me. I TikTok everything. Like I showed my parents, I asked Butter what she thought, and they were like, I think it's solid, like you're good. You have the experience, you have everything you need to apply. I think that it's gonna be great. So I submitted my application in January, probably like January 4th. I heard back the next day to do an assessment. I'm not gonna go into detail on like the application process for Breeze or anything like that because I can just do a whole separate video. I had the video interview, I had a panel interview, and then there was supposed to be a one-on-one interview, and then conditional job offer. I went through all those steps. Now we're in February. It took me a month, basically a month and a half. A big part of what I need to get into is my sobriety. I was a really heavy smoker, like from the morning to the night, like in the middle of the night, I was smoking very heavy. I knew that working for the FAA, like being like in transportation, I mean the DOT, Department of Transportation, you cannot smoke. Like you cannot have any THC in your system. From the second that I applied, I knew like I gotta cut this out. This cannot be the reason that I don't get the career that I want. So obviously it was hard. I started cleanse, my detox, from when I applied. And I was very hesitant on if I was gonna take the job offer or not, or even do my panel interview. I was having doubts. I was definitely like, do I wanna work for this airline? I don't know, maybe I should wait a year, do another year of school, wait, apply for the bigger carriers and whatever. I just ended up doing the panel, and from the second that I did the panel and like it was done or whatever, I was like, this company is everything. Like so funny, like the people who did the interview and how they just conducted it and how it was just so natural and everything I loved. So I was like, yeah, no, I really want to work for them. So I was like, now definitely can't smoke, period. Like it's over. I got my job offer. They gave me a drug test before I even got to training. What I would do is I'd literally pray. Like I pray from when I started. Manifesting, or for me it's praying. I feel like that's what helps. I'm not gonna sit and write something like a million times in my notebook and think it's gonna happen. I would just rather pray about it. I ended up passing my drug test, obviously. My drug test was literally a couple days before my training date. They booked my flight. I had to go. I was going all the way to Utah from New York. Never even been in that time zone. Like it was very different. Training was only 3 weeks. Paid crazy time. That if you guys want a video more in depth about Breeze and my training experience and application, all that, even now, like right now I'm working, technically I'm on reserve, just let me know. They told me that they had one more spot left in training and that if I wanted it, you know, I was in there like somewhere. I graduated training, them crazy ass 3 weeks. I had 5 days after training to move from my house in New York to South Carolina. When I was in training, I didn't have any time to look for an apartment. Like I was texting my mom like, can you please find me an apartment? Like I need your help, like genuinely, because I do not have the time. There was so much studying. I was in class all day. Like, I just wouldn't have been able to do it by myself. So I appreciate my mom so much for helping me. And she basically found me a place. There were so many options, but the move-in dates didn't line up for what I needed. Like, I graduated training at the end of March, and the move-in dates would be like late April, and I couldn't do that because it's like, where was I gonna stay until then? You know what I'm saying? Now it made sense financially. We came a day or two before my move-in, plus I had like airport orientation, all that stuff. And that airplane is really pretty. Car, how I got a car. I just have the same car that I had in Buffalo. I'm so appreciative and I'm so thankful for my mom's boyfriend who lends me his car, who gave me his car basically. He has his own car in New York with my mom. So it's not like I just left them on their feet. And they basically donated everything to me. How I furnished it, it was basically like hand-me-downs, thrift stores, big lots, anything basically cheap, affordable that I could have worked with for the very beginning. You don't see a lot of people when they move in right away, they have their whole place done. I was lucky because I had that stuff from that old house to put in here. And yeah, I have a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, big living room, kitchen. I'm just hella thankful. I'm really close to the airport, so it's really convenient for me. Okay, so yeah, that's how I ended up moving. So, other final things I want to close with. Just wanted to say that don't be scared to start over. I had no idea a year ago that I'd be here. Literally a year ago today, I had just got suspended from college. I was doing really bad. I looked very different too. Like, running from love, I feel like, for sure. Think about like where your headspace is at. Like, that's what you're gonna surround yourself with. Like, that negativity is not gonna get you anywhere other than a hole. I feel like I was already in a hole and I was just digging myself into deeper ones. Me, I would say the therapy it took me moving back home, being around people that aren't scared to tell me like what it is and what it isn't. Like, I had to want to change for real. I have those people that support me, even though like we have crazy ups and downs. It's just all love on this side. It is hard. I did go through a lot with them over the past 2 years, 3 years, 4 years with my mom, but unravels in the way that it's supposed to. Progress is not linear. You're gonna get where you need to be at the right time. Don't think that because you're a certain age you can't do anything. I definitely feel like I did grow up a lot faster just because of trauma. It definitely gets lonely. Like, there's downsides. There's a lot of things that happen in the dark that, you know, not everybody tells you, not everybody talks about, especially money. Like, when you're 17, 18, worrying about credit and your credit score and relying on that to like make things happen, then you see life very differently. Yeah, I would say if you guys have a dream, literally just go for it. Tip is just really letting go and letting God. For real. That phrase, that line, I tweeted that I think maybe in like October. It's so true. Like, I still live by it, I still stand by that. I should get that tatted on me. I think I said everything. I probably left like a whole bunch of stuff out, and I feel really good letting all of that out. It's been a while since I sat in front of a camera and just talked. Just wanted to end on a better note that you guys can do whatever you guys set your mind to, for real. Impulsive decisions go a long way. I got to be a flight attendant. Like, I fly for a living. I do something that I love and I get paid for it. Yeah, and now I get to make a whole bunch of content of me flying. Obviously, I'm not flying all the time yet because I'm on reserve, but I did graduate my class with #1 seniority. Lucky girl syndrome. So I'll be flying fast. Now that I'm actually looking to vlog, to do YouTube, to just release stuff, because I'm at a place where I'm a whole lot more confident, happier, I'm more at peace. I have nothing else to really do, to be honest. I can set my time aside for this. I'll have more videos coming. Definitely I'm gonna post more with Butter. If you guys don't know who Butter is, you'll find out really soon. I'm so excited, and if you guys watched me all the way to the end, definitely thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Anything else, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, TikTok, whatever. My Instagram is GOfficial. My TikTok is Gemini Gianni. Twitter, GOfficial, 2 L's at the end. Yeah, I respond always, most of the time. Anyway, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about my video, and I'll see you guys when I drop another one. Hopefully it's not 6 months from now. Definitely gonna be probably like 2 weeks, a week, maybe. I don't even know. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'll see you guys.